quiet to let it sink. Okay, okay. I think we're good, but I'm on live. I'm trying to see on my testing. I think that sounds great. 8-bit, say something.
Testing, one, two, three.
Maslin, if you could say something.
Testing, one, two, three.
All right. I was listening. I think we sound good. Okay, guys. This is first of all, how look, I want to say how's everybody doing, but after what Maslin just told me, that's look, guys, Maz is fighting, not even fighting. He's already healed. That's what we prayed for, right? That he's going through this food poisoning. Did you eat like a squid at a Chinese restaurant? What happened?
I don't know. Me and my wife went out last night because I was supposed to be at an event for a game tonight, and I got food poisoning.
Man. Well, so Mass is going to speak in that tone until and he might start recovering right here in the podcast. That's what we're rooting for. But look, y'all keep him in prayer because at the end of the day, food poisoning ain't no joke. People could die by that, right, Mass?
Correct.
All right. But that's your boy Mass. This is not the intro of the show. We wanted to hear ourselves on the YouTube channel before we actually start the show. But everyone's sounding good. 8-bit, if you could say something right quick.
Hey, everyone.
Perfect. Okay, let's start this thing. Yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy Raw coming at you raw. Hope your day is all well, and bless you for stopping by. God bless you. Let's get on with the video. This is Gaming Talk 43. This is our weekly podcast we do on Thursday. We try to hit it at the 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time. In the description, you also have the links to the audio version of this podcast on your selected or preferred podcast service of choice, iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. Links in the description below. And also these gentlemen in the panel, their channel links in the description as well. Guys, at the end, you'll let everybody know where they can find you and stuff like that. But that is DaRealMastalin. He does YouTube and also Pro 8-bit. That is Professor 8-bit. And yes, guys, they are in here with me doing Gaming Talk 43. I'm expecting PrinceThaGamer and Static Ninja to pop in. Hopefully they don't pop in and be all loud. Like we're trying to make sure the audio version of this podcast sounds as good as it could be. But thank you everybody for joining me. Like I said, this is Gaming Talk 43, and the topics are gaming news. We're going to go run through some gaming news, and the main topic I want to hit at was actually something my cousin Nardi brought up in one of my other videos. I did a video talking about 5 PS5 predictions, and he brought up a point that I made about PS5 not having exclusives in the first year. Basically, I want to ask the panel, what do you think about those predictions I made on that video? But there's another topic, if we can get to it. I want this to last an hour, if at all possible. You know, I liked how Gaming Talk went last week. It was nice. It was on point when it came to pacing. But anyway, like I said, that's Professor 8-bit, DaRealMastalin. In the description, follow their channels, hashtag like all their content, subscribe, and support my dudes. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's see. All right, guys, y'all there?
Of
Yep.
course.
Maslin, if you have the strength to say it.
I will do my best.
Yes, man.
I'm trying to get my phone. Come on, let's go.
Every week, Maslin freestyles for us, and we drop a beat.
I'm I'm about to freestyle. I don't think that's gonna go as well as it normally could.
Okay.
My brain is working at about half speed right this second.
Oh, you gotta upgrade your processor speed, bro.
It's true. All right. First up, there's been a couple fighting game announcements of new characters for Street Fighter V. Abigail is coming, and they haven't announced a date. I think it's supposed to be the next update, which is scheduled for the beginning of next month. Abigail is a large, kind of Zangief looking character from how the gameplay looks. I did a video of all the announcements, so if you go to my channel, you can look at the gameplay. I also have the links for all the full gameplay announcement trailers in the description of that video. What else? Geese Howard.
That dude looks like he has a day gym.
Yeah.
That guy's huge.
Geese Howard is coming to Tekken 7, and he's from Final Fight. To me, it looks like he plays like Paul, just a little slower, I guess you want to call it. And he comes also next month, beginning of next month. They said they also have a patch for the netcode, which is a problem right now because netcode in Tekken 7 is not the greatest.
Oh,
We'll just say it's not the greatest. Like it's very laggy and it's very behind, and it provides a lot of input lag, which is the real problem. Because you on PS4 you have like almost a full like 10 to 12 milliseconds longer of input lag than you do on Xbox One, and it's noticeable. Like you press a button and you feel like you're waiting for your character to respond. So yeah, it's pretty bad.
Hold up, Mass. Wait,
yes,
before you go to the next news bit. When I was saying, I'm glad you got the news ready. When I was saying freestyle, I was asking you to do the whole like thing.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. I was gonna do that somewhere in the middle.
Well, if you could let the people know now, that would be great.
Okay. So what I want y'all to do is
just giggling down.
Sumo slam that like button.
Ooh.
Like Abigail does in the video.
Yeah, I'm done. That's what you was waiting for to tell the people about Tekken before you use that
Pretty
one?
much.
I'm done. Look.
I got this. It just ain't gonna be as smooth as it normally is.
You hold up, wait, big dog. I did wanted to throw out. I literally just have 1, 2, 3 news topics. I just wanted to throw out real quick.
I have these in the list, so all I'm doing is reading. You can jump in at any point in time.
Awesome. Remember, this is Gaming Talk 43. We do gaming news first. We're reacting to the news right now. And thank you guys. And if you, 8-Bit, as well as, how about I call you, Professor Maslin, have YouTube up so we can see comments as they come in, if they come in, please talk to us. Anyway, we stream this on Thursdays, viewers of our listeners of the podcast. So join us on the gamingfordays.raw YouTube channel. Anyway, there's this news report, and look, this might be literally like down your list, maybe like 5, I guess you could say 5 points down, but I'm gonna say it now. It's about BioWare's. It's about BioWare. They call him the prodigal son returning because Casey Hudson. He left BioWare and went over there to Microsoft to work on HoloLens. He said because of family and stuff, and I guess developing a game or being in charge of that is less strenuous on you if you're doing HoloLens than the development and crunch time that goes into game development and stuff like that. So he went to HoloLens and now he's returning and he's replacing Aaron Flynn, or how you say his name, Aaron Flynn, I believe his name is. He's leaving.
But he's coming back as the boss. He's not coming back as a developer.
Right. Yeah. I'm just saying he left BioWare as that, and now he's coming back as the head. Now, I don't think he's going to have a lot of power as far as the decision making when it comes to game development. You know, like stories and stuff like that.
He has all the power.
So you're saying that he does? Because I read into it that he's
the position he's come back in is basically he's like the overseer of all the games they make. So all monetary decisions go through him. He's not going to be like involved 100% in every facet of game development like he was before. Like he was a straight up creative director. Like he was studio head. Every little minute decision had to go through him before because he was attached to every game. Right now he's overseeing the company as a whole, but that still gives him control over each and every game.
Now
like he's at the he's like 3 positions from the top of both sides of the spectrum, but he still has the power to veto and all that stuff that he could do before if he wants to.
Well, the reason why I bring this up, right? It's gaming news that he's returning. And if you guys don't know who Casey Hudson is, he was the guy during the Mass Effect. They say. Well, I read into it that Mass Effect was his baby, right?
Yeah, the original trilogy.
The original trilogy. And then you also had him do KOTOR. That's a Star Wars MMO or RPG. What would you call that? MMO RPG?
It was a RPG.
Okay,
it wasn't an MMO.
It wasn't.
It was only single player.
Only single player. So you know what I mean. The guy has a pedigree, and this is why I bring up this news. Okay, usually when we see people leave, okay, like for instance, Bungie's. Forgive me, I didn't research his name before I brought up this point. Bungie had a head that left. He was on stage. He was the guy who said, "You see those mountains over there? You can go there." Remember him? I can't remember his name. Okay, but anyway, he had this big grand scheme or dream for Destiny and for what it could be, and then we find that he leaves. Right, he leaves Bungie. I hope he comes back because he was the guy behind Halo 1, 2, and 3. Right. So anyway, when creative directors leave, and I believe that's what his position was, bad things tend to follow suit. Not always, but you start to see the vision of the game that you felt in love with change. And Mass Effect Andromeda, bad reception and reviews hurt the franchise name. Now, Mass Effect is now really it's improved now, right? A lot of updates went into it. It's an improved experience, but first impressions. And the sad thing is, right, like Mass Effect out the gate wasn't as bad as people was thinking. People was just harping on what the internet was saying was terrible. And at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people hung on that and, you know, crucified the game because of that. But at the end of the day, like truly, me and Maslin, we played it, we enjoyed it, and Maslin beat it, I believe. You did finish Mass Effect Andromeda, right?
Yes.
But nonetheless, the game had bad reception. People received it badly. And maybe that is why. No, well, look, this is happening too close to Mass Effect's bad reviews and bad press. This could be totally different reasons why he returned and whatever. But anyway,
he returned. I'm gonna tell you why he returned. He returned because of Anthem. Like he didn't have anything to do with Mass Effect Andromeda. As soon as they finished Mass Effect 3, he started working on Anthem. As soon as they announced Anthem, he all of a sudden came back because him and his, I guess like 4 or 5 people, his little inner circle, they are the ones who created Anthem from its inception and started to develop it. And when he saw the shift in how they were doing things like Mass Effect, he decided to leave. That's what the word I'm hearing from certain people I know was he decided to leave. But as soon as they announced Anthem outright and he saw it and saw that the vision that he initially had for it had been upheld, he wanted to come back.
Now that is why I wanted to bring up. That's the main thing. Okay, Anthem we saw it at the Xbox press conference at E3, right? And I want to get back on Mass Effect, but right now I want to talk about Anthem. Do you think, guys? Okay, Anthem was being that demo, right? That thing didn't happen overnight, and maybe it did. I don't know, but anyway, like, do you think? Oh, like Maslin said, he saw that. He said, "I want to come back." And do you think we actually might see a delay happen to Anthem because it's slated for 2018? Usually, when look, Destiny was the example I brought up, right? The guy, he left, and then Destiny turned to the worst. No story, no this, no that. And he's still not back. Hopefully, he comes back. Maybe Destiny 2. Like, look, at the end of the day, I can hope.
You're talking about CJ Cowan, right?
Actually, I can't remember his name. It's the same guy who said you can go to that mountain out there. But anyway, do you think we might actually see Anthem delayed to become better? Because right now it looks like an impossible, like it don't look real. Like it looks too good to be true, right? Anthem looks too good to be true. And people do got their concerns with E3 showing off something that is too good to be true. Like, do you think that, like, hey, Daddy's home, right? Like, Daddy of Anthem's home, and like you said, he had an inner circle about Anthem. But anyway, hey, let's scrap this, scrap that. You know what I mean? That's the first stuff I started thinking about. Like, he's gonna come in there and say, hey, yeah, no, not that. Hey, that over there, change this. And when stuff like that happens, we tend to get delays. What you say about that? Chaos theory.
I'll let
8-Bit.
Yeah, I'll let 8-Bit go first.
8-Bit, go ahead.
Well, I honestly think I think that's what we saw. I think was PC. Like it was running off the PC. I don't think it was running off the console.
The only reason, I'll say this, Max, because let me say this. Digital Foundry did I guess you could say, they analyzed the video, and they noticed checkerboarding. PCs don't do checkerboarding, and that's why they kind of confirmed that this was not a PC. But
EA and BioWare both said it was running off the Xbox One X dev kit and Xbox One X mode. Well,
look, you can't believe some of these words these big guys say. You gotta break it down. And thank God for Digital Foundry.
Digital Foundry, they analyze trailers and then say it's X resolution, and then the developers come out and say it isn't and show you a video where it isn't. Digital Foundry isn't right either. They just
I'm just saying they noticed that it's not PC.
People need to stop believing Digital Foundry too, because they analyze a lot of stuff frame by frame, but they only show you the frames they want. It's just like any other news corporation. They show you the things that fit their narrative. Either do the research yourself or don't believe it at all.
Like I said, Digital Foundry confirmed, and no one in this panel said they were wrong. They said it's not running on PC because they noticed checkerboarding. And that's just what we're going off of because no one else did the analyzing. Like I said,
I'm going off of BioWare and EA, the people who make the game.
Yeah, but like I said,
that is an entirely different conversation. But until you prove they're lying, it's irrelevant to say it's running off PC. They said,
like I said,
you're the only ones who know
proof. And all I'm saying is shouting out Digital Foundry for their awesome work. Like, I'm not saying Digital Foundry, everything they say is correct. I'm just saying that there's some, I guess you could say, thoughts and tests out there that prove that it's not on PC. Now, if the people who are behind it are saying it's not on PC, that's cool and all, but I like to test. I like to see tests.
Digital Foundry, even Digital Foundry's video. Digital Foundry did an analysis of the trailer.
Yes.
That's not a direct analysis. None of your equipment was hooked up to anything. So you analyze the trailer.
I understand that, but you saying Digital Foundry and the people are both saying that it's running off the Xbox.
Right.
I don't know why we're hanging on this.
People need to stop
both saying the
going
same
after
thing.
Digital Foundry as a end all be all to information.
No, I'm just shouting them out because they do good work.
We've been screwed over too many times to just straight out be like, oh yeah, that's exactly
we get told that all the time at E3. This is running on Xbox when it's on the PC. Like at the end of the day, like I'm always skeptical.
Ring a bell?
Yeah, rest in peace, Watch Dogs 1. Watch Dogs 1 was good. Why are you trying to jack up my?
No, I'm just saying. I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying why it's not what we were promised.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you know these big cats always saying what they want us to hear. Anyway, moving on.
Well, downgrades and
No
what
Man's Sky.
hardware is running on.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just pointing out that there are two different things.
What?
A downgrade and the hardware that it's running on are two different things. Ubisoft downgrades everything, so I never believe what the trailer looks like to begin with, because it's always a vertical slice of whatever they want you to see.
Well, you shouldn't believe anything at E3. You should say, "Let me play it." You know what I mean? Like,
I take everything with a grain of salt.
Exactly.
Everything.
Because shucks, it is what it is. Like, we just got to be that way now. It's a shame, but we just got to be that way. But anyway,
I don't believe that's how it's gonna look when it's all said and done. But again, we'll just have to wait till next year when it's actually being played by normal people in the wild.
And that's what I think. I think it's gonna get delayed. The reason why I say it's gonna get delayed is Casey Hudson is gonna see some stuff, and he's probably gonna want to put his footprint back in it because, like you said, he was. And like the facts are, he was in the inception of this Anthem IP, and I've been thought this thing was gonna come out 2019, but when they said 2018 on stage, I'm like, okay, but who in this party thinks is actually coming out in 2018?
I think it's coming out in 2018.
8-bit, what'd you say?
I think it'll be 18.
You think 18? Well, I'm gonna be.
It'll have been in development for almost 7 years by 2018.
Well, we don't know if that was continual development. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's been in continual development since 28. It'll be almost 7 years. Like
what I mean by
this September, it'll be 7 years.
That's what I mean. You know what I mean?
We've seen too many graphics change though, even no matter what. Like. Literally, I mean, look at we had the 2015 Crackdown. Crackdown 3 looks nothing like the new one that we saw 2017, just this year. Yeah, I mean, this year looks like it's like all cell shaded like Borderlands, and the first trailer. If you look at the first trailer, it doesn't look like that in 2015.
The first trailer was a CGI trailer.
No, when they were showing the physics, when they were showing the cloud. By the way, what happened to the cloud?
It looks just like it does now.
No, it doesn't. I looked at the comparison videos, and there is no cell shading in the original 2015 trailer. Not the CGI one, the one where they show everything breaking down, all the stuff, buildings knocking down. That does not look like it does now.
You think it's because maybe the multiplayer it takes a different art form or graphics?
No, it'll all look exactly the same.
Right.
Like, this is how games are developed. Now. You put a scale model, and then you put wireframes. Once you put the wireframes, you put a skin over it. The skin is just a base layer for you to put whatever you need into the game. Once you have it all working, in the last probably about 8 months, you start to do the general art direction of what each individual pixel count will be based on the map structure of each individual layer. So until you get to around 9 to 11 months out, the game will look as basic as possible.
Well, look,
we were hoping
he was talking about this. He was talking about the whole first time it's shown to the one that's shown now.
We're hoping for an upgrade, not a downgrade. Why are we going downgrade here?
What is downgraded? They chose an art style.
You're going from something that I'm literally looking at it right now.
Hey, put the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
it literally looks like a realistic. It's a realistic city. It looks like, and then when you look at the new one, it looks like Borderlands.
And I'm talking about YouTube chat. I'm talking about the YouTube chat. Put the two links. Put the two links you're comparing.
Let me get in there real quick.
But anyway, going back to Anthem and Casey coming back and stuff like that. The reason why I say 2019 it comes out is because, you know what I mean, to create a game like that, you know what I mean? You gotta be on point. You gotta be on point with everything, because people will crucify the game if it, first of all, if it don't look like what it looked like at the E3 press conference, and secondly, if it's missing all kind of stuff that would make it a great game. And going back to Destiny, the thing that people just crucified that game on was the lack of story, or the lack of quality in the story, because it had a story, it's just the quality was real low for a lot of people. So I'm rooting for BioWare's Anthem to be on point. I just can't see, what is that?
That's how Crackdown 3 looks.
No. Put it in the YouTube chat, fellas.
You can't put it into the YouTube chat.
Dang it.
I tried doing that too. It doesn't let me do it.
All right, I'll have to just go to the phone then. The phone and stuff like that. But anyway, hold on. Did you put it in the thing we? Okay, here it is. I don't see it at all. Here, just put it in the chat, like the actual channel chat. Did y'all put it there?
In what?
You know the Here, I must just say hello, right? Put it there, right? If you got a phone and you can access it and stuff like that. I still want to see it, but we got to move on to the last point in this whole Casey story about Mass Effect. Do we think Mass Effect Andromeda? I know they said they're going to put it on ice, but this was a decision they made before Casey came back. Do you think they're going to take it off ice sooner than later?
No.
8-bit?
No.
See, the reason why I say they gonna take it off the ice sooner than later, I mean not the whole franchise, but I mean Andromeda game. We might actually see updates, like significant updates, maybe by next year. What I mean by significant updates, I'm not saying we're gonna get a full blown single player DLC, but it would be nice to get that. I'm just saying we might actually see just more updates of the quality of life or the quality of the game get added to it. They said they're already doing that and they're going to do it, but I say we're going to see it in more progression. And just I don't think Casey wants this game to go down in history as the game, and it might be over. It might be too late. The game might be the reputation of it, at least, it might be over. But they just released a free trial of it, so on your PS4 or your Xbox One, you can try out Mass Effect Andromeda with all the new improvements. And is the demo on PC? I can't tell you if it's there, but it's a trial on your console. Go download it, go try it out. Tell us how you think about Mass Effect Andromeda. But I think Mass Effect is going to see new life, is all I'm saying, and all I'm hoping for, because Casey's back. And I could be wrong. But thank you for that link. 8-bit, you didn't send me the link. Anyway.
I'm trying to do it on here, but...
You on your phone and you're trying to do all kind of stuff. I understand.
I'll do it on my computer. I'm trying to do it on my computer.
Oh. Well, you see the link Maslin put in, right? That's how you could do it. I
sent that on my phone.
Mm-hmm. You got to go to the app, and you just go to the thing we're broadcasting on, and they'll send it there. But anyway... That's the Casey Hudson story. He's back. The prodigal son has returned, and hopefully, it's going to be a good thing for our favorite BioWare franchises. Anyway, the next bit of news that I wanted to share was, and this is actually pretty recent. Call of Duty World War II: Nazi Zombies got announced. The game is releasing November 3rd, and yeah, the trailer went off, and it was showing gameplay as well as just a bunch of cinematic cuts of it, right? The scenes and stuff like that. It looks pretty cool, but I don't know how this Zombies is going to play different from the other Zombies, because I played Infinite Warfare. What is that? What it's called? The latest one, Infinite Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
And that Zombies actually was pretty fun. So they showed that off. Reminder, private beta begins on the 25th of the 8th month, which would be next month, August. Yes. I almost slipped there. Anyway, August 25th, and and that's the private beta on PS4. When will the Xbox and PCs get their hands on this? Because I know they have this deal with Sony, the private beta. They're not telling us how long this beta is going to last for.
Probably be a day like the last one was.
It'd probably be. So be on the lookout for that. If you're looking forward to Nazi zombies in Call of Duty World War II. And okay, I wanted to say this: Uncharted: The Lost Legacy has gone gold. Is coming out August 22nd. That is the Uncharted spinoff. That is their story with Nadine Ross, but lead character you're playing as is Chloe Fraser. Fraser. Anyway, Chloe Fraser. Those are the two characters you're going to be playing with, but obviously not with Nadine. She's the support role, kind of like Ellie, and also like everybody else other than Nathan Drake in the original trilogy. But that's coming out August 22nd. It's gone gold, so expect review copies to be sent out. And this is good because, August 22nd is next month. And this is just showing, letting us know, kind of like Horizon Zero Dawn, like this game is done and it's going to come out content completed instead of coming out, and hopefully it comes out properly and not broken. Okay. And I think they do a good job. Sony over there, when it comes to making sure their games come out on point. Microsoft does too when it comes to the quality of it. Actually, rest in peace, Master Chief Collection. But anyway, that was Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. It's gone gold. The last bit of news, and then Mass, if you have anything, you could throw in there, is the sale. There's a flash sale going on right now. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I must talk about the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Stormy Ascent. That's added content. If I can get my remote here and click on it, it's free. It's $2.99, but they're making it free. I don't know for how long. I'm about to find out right now. So if you got this game, go download it. And here it is. The price is only available from the 7th, obviously not the 7th, the 20th of this month to, August 21st, 10 a.m. probably Pacific time. So catch that freeness. It's free until August 21st. Go download it and enjoy that. It's a level. That's what it's under as, is a level. It's basically DLC. So go download it. It's free. I just downloaded it. Shoot, might as well. And it's going to be free until August 21st. That's what I said, right? August 21st. So don't miss out on getting that Crash DLC for free because it's normally $2.99. Anyway, the flash sale on PlayStation, and that's on PS4 because that's the only place you can play that game right now. The flash sale is live. 80% off, ends on the 24th of this month, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Then you got the totally digital sale, a bunch of games, little small games. Notable mention, the Super Hot VR is now, you can pre-order it. You could pre-order it, but Super Hot VR, what I didn't know, Mass, is that it had a VR, a non-VR version. I thought it was only a VR game, but you could get this. You can get the game that uses controller movement. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's two versions, and that I didn't know that.
It came out with the non-controller version first, or non-VR version. I mean, first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought this whole thing was always with VR. Wow.
No,
so
non-VR first.
I'm looking at the trailer right now. Man, does it look... And the trailer was so awesome. The first time we saw it for PSVR was at the E3 press conference for Sony. Man, that trailer was cut so good. And I know the PC community have been able to play it for a long time now. Are they playing it on VR already? They've been playing it on VR, right?
Yeah, I beat it.
So would you say this game is on point?
Yeah, it's fun.
Man,
it's
it looks so.
it's one of those games where you just think before you act. So it forces you to think instead of just reacting and trying to shoot up the whole stage. It forces you to do that.
Nice.
VR is fun just because
You don't move in it, right? You stand still.
No, you move.
Oh.
Once you move though, you moving makes the world start moving. If you're still, nothing's moving. But it allows you to think, like if somebody's running down the steps, you can throw this bottle at that person. If they drop the gun, you can grab the gun out the air, shoot this person, throw the gun at this person. Every time you stop moving, everything pauses. When you move, that's when the world moves.
Yes. So go check out that. It's been on PC, but it's coming to PS4 and also PSVR. The bundle is $31.99. Separately, the games, I believe, let me check. Like I said, this is 20% off. It's $19, the VR version of it. And it's normally, I'm going to just like that. It's normally a little bit higher. The bundle is $39.99. The VR by itself is normally $24.99, but it's on sale right now for $19.99 with the bundle being $31.99. So 2 games, price of 1. Check out on that. Totally digital. 4 weeks of hand-picked deals. Up to 20% off pre-orders and 50% off. Man, I might have to just buy this, man. I need this. I need this in my life. That's super hot because first time I saw it, it made me say, "Whoa, bro!" Also, Observer. They said it's a free-to-play game, but I see a price on it. Am I missing something? You know what I'm saying? Do anyone know about that game, Observer? The fighting online game. It's an online multiplayer combat experience. Do anyone know about the free?
Are you talking about Absolver?
Did I say Observer?
You said Observer.
Observer? Observer? Man, they both sound whatever. Anyway, it's $26.99, normally $29.99. But I heard that this thing was a free to play game because I heard on
Where did you hear that from?
It actually on the PlayStation YouTube channel. They call it, if I can pull it up here. The trailer is called here. Where is that? Hold on, did they change the name of the title? Because on the title it said free. It said the free.
I think you're just thinking of something different.
You think that's
why you pronounced it wrong?
Look, sir, we all slip.
No,
brothers got to pick you up.
Something different. I've never heard of Absolver being free to play.
I thought it was a free game, so it costs money. Yeah, this game gonna flop if it's not free on Plus. I'm just playing. Let me stop. I hope this game goes good and do good because
it's like
it looks cool.
Yeah, it's like what do you call it? It's like For Honor, except for more in depth, and it has an actual like built-in story. It was like For Honor mixed with Dark Souls.
Is it for open world? Because that term got thrown around whenever
I guess it's kind of open world. The basic general premise is you choose your school and you can create moves based on each individual technique you learn as you go through, and you go through the world fighting other people, gaining new skills, and pretty much creating a legend for your school. So you get to the point where you're challenging groups or other schools for rights to run certain portions of the empire, whatever.
Is this game on early access on PC or no one's playing it?
I don't know if it's early access. I played it at PAX. It seems like I already have it pre-ordered on Steam, but to me it seems like it'll be fun. It's just I don't know if it's. I don't think it's early access. I think it's just up for pre-order now.
It's $26.99 right now in the store. Normally $29.99. Was it cheaper on Steam?
No, I think that's about what it is on Steam.
Okay, well this is.
I think I bought it for like 20, 26, something like that. 25, yeah, somewhere in there, 20 something.
Well, right now it's 10% off if you pre-ordered on PlayStation. I wonder if it's going to have any PS4 Pro enhancements. I'll be sure to talk about it if I learn about it, because you know it looks like it looks beautiful already. It looks like a beautiful game, but hopefully it runs at 60. Because unlike For Honor on console, Observer could get that 60 lock. And
Absolver.
Whatever, sir. Anyway, that was.
You know, it's funny how you keep saying. I've noticed too. A lot of people saying, you know, you're gonna get the Pro patch and all that good stuff. At what point is it gonna be where? Because you got the Xbox X coming now. So is at what point they're gonna be like, well, there is no more patch. All the games come enhanced already for that. So are they gonna get a downgrade patch for the older ones?
No. That's why I said the Xbox One X has an event, or where it has an advantage is that they don't have to patch anything. It's just the console is designed to automatically do it. That's what the problem with the PS4 Pro is, that
Mastalin, I still don't understand what you mean by that.
Patch.
I still, like, to this day, I still don't understand what you mean by it's just going to do it automatically. I need to ask him this because obviously
he was about to explain it.
Oh, go ahead, 8-Bit.
It's like PC. When I'm playing a game, some of the games come in with the automatic, where it just kind of detects what you have, and the game will adjust itself, and you know, based off of what hardware you have. Because it's a PC, it's built in PC. It's all just, you know.
Now, what you mean improvements? What kind of improvements versus
usually
the base model?
First thing usually what happens is just visuals. Your you know, resolution's higher. You got your, instead of it being medium, you go to high or ultra. You know, based off your video card that you have or your processor, whatever. It's a combination of everything you have combined. And since the Xbox X and the Xbox are off of the basically PCs, a lot closer than the PlayStation 4, and the OS is basically closer to the PC, it makes sense that it would work that way.
Now, when you mean about improvements, you're just talking about textures and graphics and stuff like that. That's it?
It could be frame rate if there's enough of it, if there's enough meat. But
it all just depends. Like any game that has like a dynamic frame rate, has a dynamic frame rate buffer, it'll automatically put that as high as it can, just because. And it'll do the same, matched across the settings, all across the board, just based on the hardware. Xbox designed the system more in line with the auto configuration detectors that are on PC, so that it automatically does this to games. It automatically does it up to a certain point. There still has, you know, Xbox One X enhanced games or whatever. All that means is they let the system automatically put a patch in, and then they tuned it so it was the best available settings. The PS4,
I don't think it's an automatic
entire patch. Like,
I don't think it's an automatic patch. I think the game is designed to be on ultra. It's designed just like you do on any PC
that's what I'm
game.
saying. It's auto scaled up to a certain point, and then they tune in.
Correct. Yeah. There's no patch added to it or anything.
Yeah, it's not a patch. I said a patch just because we were talking in patches, but the hardware automatically pulls it up to its highest rated point, and then they tune it for the console to make it stable.
Right.
Well, whereas the PS4, they have to design a patch to bring it up to its highest point.
Exactly, and that's just to let people understand, because this is the way I understand it.
What's up, Adam?
Adam Universe is in the podcast.
Adam Ali is in the chat.
Let's see what Adam's saying. Oh, thank you. How about Destiny 2? We're going to talk about Destiny 2 in a minute, Ali. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe to my dude's channels. In the description, that's Professor 8-Bit and DaRealMastalin. So he knows who I'm talking about. 8-Bit, say hey.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
And Maslin.
What's going on?
Those are the people in the description. You can find their channels. DaRealMastalin, the one who said what's going on, and 8-Bit saying hey. So support them in the description. Thank you for joining us in Gaming Talk 43. In the description also, you can check out audio links to audio podcasts. Anyway, to my understanding, what the Xbox One X is going to do is basically what PS4 Pro does for old games, boost mode. If it's at a dynamic resolution, it's going to take advantage of the system hardware our dynamic frame rate. It's going to take advantage of the system hardware, but Xbox does this across new and old games. Well, I want to say new games because old games you see that you got The Witcher 3. Now, okay, if like Project Cars has a dynamic resolution, they don't really need to go in there and do a PS4 Pro patch, nor do they need to do an Xbox One X patch because they already have their thing uncapped. And it's just going to take utilization of the boost mode in PS4 Pro as well as the, I guess you could say, boost mode in Xbox One X. And, you know, just those games in general. I think Call of Duty Infinite Warfare has dynamic resolution, so that's also going to take advantage of the Xbox One X without even an Xbox One enhanced patch. But games like The Witcher or CD Projekt Red and other game developers are going to have to go in for their old games.
Not necessarily. That's another thing.
What's up?
The fact that's one of the reasons why Xbox waited a year was so that they can put in the hardware boosters or whatever, which basically lets them design the hardware based on the software available. So they designed the hardware around the software that's already out, and they already pre-coded the vast majority of the games that were already on the console. That's why so many of these older games are getting these 4K boosts because the hardware is designed for the coding that was already in existence, and they future-proofed it by upgrading, quote unquote, the silicon for the games that are coming forward.
But at E3 they announced that, and I'm just mentioning Witcher 3. I can't remember anything else. Shadow of Mordor actually was on that stage too. They said that these games are getting Xbox One enhanced. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the developer still got to go in there and do something to the game for Xbox One X is all I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. They don't. The Xbox One X was designed to do it for them, and they just tune it to make sure it doesn't.
The only thing I could see them adding in is like a texture pack.
That's what you could see them adding in only.
Maybe a texture pack, or if they want to unlock the frame rate. Because I know the frame rate's not going to change.
Because when I say enhance, I don't mean if it's a 30 frames per second game, it's going to now be solid. Or if it's a 1080p game, it's going to always hit that 1080p without frame rate drops.
It can upscale the 4K, but if your textures are not even 4K, then it's going to look ugly.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I mean about enhance. I'm talking about enhancements. I'm not talking about it's going to run the game better than your old system.
Now, the future games that come out that are on the X, and that's what I was saying, the future games that come in the X or whatever, they're going to already have those high textures.
Right,
because they're going to build it first for the X, and then it's going to lower itself for the original.
All the games that exist already, that are already on PC, already have those textures.
Yeah, but they're not on the PC. They're not on console.
But it's just... but the textures exist, and with the Red Lens update in a month and a half, they're going to make all of their platforms one. So anything that exists on Windows 10 exists on Xbox One.
That's the most thing I'm curious about, 8-bit, to see how that translates in the real world. Like we're hearing this, but I need to see it in the real.
If you sign up for the preview program for the Windows 10 update, you can see it now.
So you can see what exactly?
You can see how everything transfers from one Windows device to another. Like I have a Surface, and I have my 2 computers, and I have a Windows business phone, and everything is all transferred between all 3 of them because it's all singularly a Windows 10 arbitrary platform. The fall update basically just makes all of these individual command prompts one singular interface, which is going to integrate also Xbox One to Xbox One X.
But what I was asking was games, right? Like, is there a game that's on the Xbox One right now through this program or whatever that you could say it has PC settings here? You know what I'm saying?
No, because the Xbox One isn't part of the program yet.
That's what I mean. I need to see that in the real world. Like you're saying, I can see it right now, but I can't.
But I'm saying this is you're missing what I'm saying. If right now between my phone, my tablet, and my computer, all of the packs are all of these settings are all unlocked. My phone, my tablet, and my computer, if I have a game that can't run on one of them, it'll tell me no. But if, like, say for instance, Voodoo Vents, like the texture packs that are on PC, I can run them on my tablet, but it makes it choppy. So just that type of stuff going to the Xbox One, the way they set up the Redlands update is basically it'll take each individual subsection of code that's available on any one thing and make it available for everything. It'll just be whether or not your hardware has the ability to run it. So it'll come down to whether or not the Xbox X can run it. So it's as simple as this exists here, therefore you can port it over to here. That's why I said any game that already has a pack that exists will just move that high or that texture pack to the Xbox One X because it already exists.
Okay, like for instance, State of Decay. That's out on Xbox One right now. And it's out on PC. On PC, you can run it at 60. You know what I'm saying? Like, Xbox One, I don't know if it's strong enough to run State of Decay at a higher frame rate than 30, or 24. You're telling me that with this program, I can see that game running at 60? Because you can run it at 60 on PC.
Well, that's not the same exact thing.
See, I know what he's talking about. Like he's basically like Apple. It's like Apple. You got all your Apple devices. They all work, and all the apps work with each other. It's all, if it's on one Apple device, they'll work on another Apple device.
Yeah.
But and that's what I've brought up before. That Xbox One X, or Scorpio, back to they need to open the doors is what I'm trying to say. If they did that. If they did that, that would be an option. So that whole program that Windows 10 or Microsoft is trying to do, it doesn't pertain to Xbox One X. It's the only device that doesn't pertain to it.
What? No, that is false.
So you're telling me I can run Steam, or not Steam? You're telling me I can run every single app or every single software that's on my Windows 10 now on the X?
No, because it's
then it's not. You can't do it. Then.
Infrastructure.
It's a lockdown.
I see what 8-Bit is trying to say.
Right.
Do you not understand what 8-Bit is trying to say?
I see what he's trying to say, but he's not understanding how it works. And I literally explained exactly how it works. Me saying it again, I feel like it's going to be the same. We're going to end up at the same exact point.
In short, you're saying that if one software exists on one device, it will exist on the others, and it's all based on if your system can run it, yes or no. Did you not say that?
Yes.
You did say that.
Okay, so in that case,
it's all within
all the software to be available on Xbox One X as well, and that's not the case.
Is there? No. Let me ask this question.
They're not in that
program. Let me ask this question. Is there something on the phone? Okay, like you said, if it can't run it, it won't say it. But what app? Can you name an app, please, to help understand what Microsoft is doing with this program?
Adobe app, Adobe Photoshop.
You can do Adobe Photoshop on your phone.
Okay.
On a Windows phone, you can.
You could, Mash?
Yeah, every single.
Okay. But you can't do it on the X.
Every single has a closed platform. Windows 10 Mobile is what runs on the phones, and the platform and a version of that is what runs on the Xbox One X. They're closed platforms, but have access to the full Windows 10 cavalcade of development software. So if I develop for one thing, I develop for everything. That is how the Windows update.
Except for the X.
No, that is false. I'm telling you that's not true.
So every single app that's available on Windows 10 right now is available on
You're
X.
missing the entire point of what I'm saying. You're missing the entire
But
point
just,
because you want it to be a Steam
answer
bot.
me the question. Can I play every single app that is on Windows 10 on X?
No,
yes
because
no?
it's not about the apps. You're missing the point. That, like I said, me explaining it over and over and him wanting something is not how it works. It's just us going to the same exact point.
I understand what
exactly
8-Bit
I'm
is
gonna have to
saying.
read up on this myself. I'm actually making this is gonna probably be one of my first videos that I'm coming back with.
Okay.
8-Bit coming back strong. Let me say this though. Let me say this. At the end of the day, what 8-Bit always wanted for Xbox to be, and we did a video a while back. He wanted Xbox to basically, like, look, you're trying to be PC. You're giving PC all your exclusives. You're doing this, that, and the other. You might as well open the door and say, yeah, we're PC. And I said this last week or maybe 2 weeks ago. The reason 8-Bit Microsoft wants Xbox to continue being closed is for them to continue selling Xbox Live. And look, that might not be the main reason, but that's definitely a big reason. They want to continue selling that service because they know they can't sell that service to Xbox if it's a straight up PC. Like,
and it's not a good thing either. If that's the reason why.
I think that's a big reason, man. Like, you try selling Xbox Live to PC gamers, they're gonna shut the door in your face.
Oh, absolutely. They don't play around like that.
No, PC gamers, no, you don't mess with them like that. And look, I used to not respect PC gamers because those gamers, most of them came off as pretty like elitist. But look, much respect to the PC community because of the fact that they all figured out like, hey guys, you know, if we don't let these developers screw us over, they're not going to screw us over. Now look, they still get screwed over. PC gamers still get screwed over, but they still get games that run at 60 and stuff like that. You know, developers are expected to have uncapped frame rate settings in their games now. You know what I mean? Like if you come out on PC without uncapped frame rate settings, your game is gonna get crucified, to say the least. But at the end of the day, in those senses, PC gamers got the boot on the nick. But going back to this Xbox One thing, I think they want to keep it like this, 8-Bit, because look, man, they can get away with what they get away with console gamers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kind of sad.
Yes, it's kind of sad. Like it's super sad. Like, look, I said him in the podcast last week.
The reason they keep it like this is because they make consoles, not computers.
They don't make computers. Yes, you're right, but still, like, it would be nice for them to just open the gates. Like,
well, I don't see what the big deal is about making a console that with a push of a button takes you to Windows 10. You can have two things.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
How many console makers are there?
Well, right now there's Sony, there's Microsoft. There's
if you want me to, I have to go up online to see exactly how many there is.
Yeah, that's all the names that I know.
How many companies make consoles?
A lot of them.
Who?
If you're including Japanese and all that. Even the little tiny indie consoles that play the old classic games, that's considered a console. I think that's considered more of a console than the PlayStation 4 and Xbox.
Hey man, you're right. He's talking about traditional wise, because PS4 and Xbox, they're leaning more PC, and Xbox One X is straight up putting the elbow on the PC shoulder.
Like, I mean, Xbox One X has that horsepower now. They have the horsepower to just unlock and open the gates.
Again,
they just want that. They want that. They want that money. They're greedy. They want that ecosystem.
How many companies make consoles?
Right off the bat, I'd say about 15 plus.
Rough estimate. How many companies make computers?
No one. It's
open.
It's
what do you mean no one? Dell makes computers.
Asus, Dell, HP. There's.
Oh, you mean the ones you're talking about who make, like, you can buy like a pre-build. You're talking about pre-build computers.
Yes.
A lot more.
Right, exactly. So, in the console space, they compete against a very small group of people. They start making PCs. Now they're suddenly competing against all these other companies within a space that is suicide. Why would they ever do that?
You don't understand where I'm trying to get at. Okay, they need to kill Xbox.
Why?
Because it needs to open up. No. Okay, Windows 10. What's the point of Xbox X anymore? Their exclusives are gone. What's the point?
the same people are gonna buy the console that
Right.
are
So
always
why
gonna
not
buy
give
the
those
console.
people that same people are going to buy console? Why not give PC, that ecosystem if they want it as well, and vice versa? Why not give the people who are
Does
at
does
console
that
owners switch
then
over? Now,
then it
I
wouldn't be a
wouldn't be I
console?
wouldn't be saying this if they had exclusives.
So
But when I saw the E3 this presentation and I saw them saying, "Oh, Sea of Thieves
this is awesome.
and Xbox One exclusive," no, I'm sorry, it's not exclusive. It is not
Look,
exclusive.
bless his heart. Look, I wanted to say
It's
this.
a
I
rant
wanted
that
to
I've been
say
trying
this.
to say for quite some time.
I don't have the energy to make the same
There's
retarded argument.
literally no reason to have Xbox One X as a
Okay.
console standalone anymore.
Cool. No problem. Whatever you say, bro.
Hold on. Let me say this. At the end of the day, hold on. Why did we fly this way? What were we talking about before?
I have no idea.
Well, it was a news report that we jumped off of, right? And then we went to this. We started talking about consoles and companies and all that whatnot. But right in the comment section, where did we fly off the rails at? To go to look, this is going to be a recurring theme.
We were talking about how we were talking about how the apps and everything were transferring. I was trying to understand what he.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to figure. I was trying to understand
what he was coming from on that, and I didn't understand it 100%. I still don't
understand it 100%. Look, we gotta wait
I'm gonna
till
do
this
my own.
thing
I'm gonna
come
do my
out.
own research on my end, and I'm just gonna be my first video to.
Thank you. Because I still don't understand. Because Maslin is saying they don't have, steady. What they call themselves? Ready Project Steady. CD Projekt Red is going in doing an Xbox One and X enhancement for Witcher 3, and Maslin said they don't need to. I'm like, what? Anyway, there's a news story I wanted to share. Lawbreakers, is already on PC, but it's coming to PS4. The release date is August 8th. Finally, we got a release date on that thing. I played the beta. It's pretty fun. I would say this. There's a big boy edition that's like over $40. I don't know. The $29.99 is probably where I would say, hey guys, buy that at that price, because you might say, man, what is this? It's just multiplayer only. $30 is definitely enough to make you not feel screwed on that. It's a good game. I dug it when I played it, the beta and stuff like that. Now this is another thing. This Final Fantasy game, NT. This is DISSIDIA. Final Fantasy is getting a closed beta this summer. And do anyone know what that is?
Yes, Joe. It's
yeah,
a
what is
fighting
that?
game.
What did you say?
Final Fantasy fighting game.
Oh snap! Like freaking Injustice.
Something like that.
Well, I signed up for the beta, and it's, man, I don't have the link. Sorry, guys. But yeah, look out for that. The closed beta is happening this summer. Don't know when. I just know I signed up for it. I think that's it. The Destiny 2 beta is live now for people who pre-ordered it. I played and Ali, if you're still there, we're finally about to talk about Destiny 2 for a minute. I played it, and I'm gonna definitely do a first impressions video. I played it because it was released on the 18 on PS4, then the 19 on Xbox One, and now it's open for both consoles. And then the open beta releases on Friday tomorrow. So you guys who are itching to play, wait till Friday to play Destiny 2's beta. You're gonna download it and all that good stuff. You're gonna play as your Warlock Master Race, because the Titan and Hunter are trash. I'm just playing. Let me stop. Yeah. Warlock Master Race, though. I ain't playing about that life, because seriously, 8-bit, I played it, and Warlocks feel better, in my opinion. Anyway, actually, Hunters are fun. I'm not going to lie. I ain't played the Titan yet. I'm going to play the Titan today. Played through the campaign mission, Homecoming, which that's what the beta has. A Homecoming mission, it's not the first mission. It's been confirmed it's not the first mission in Destiny 2. And then you have the Strike, and then you have the PvP lockdown, countdown, whatever it's called, lockdown, whatever. It's a 4v4 game type. That's the beta. Download it tomorrow. Play it up until Sunday. And that was Destiny 2. And my first impressions, I'm going to just say real quickly. 8-Bit, are you going to download the game tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll download it.
Yeah, we're going to play together. I asked Maslin, does he have it? He has it on both consoles. So if we all can play a 4v4 match or even a strike together tomorrow, that would be, or before the weekend's out, that would be amazing. Maz, you played it on both consoles. Let me just say, actually, you tell your first impressions first. Like, Destiny 1.0, 1.5?
Yes, 1000%. Destiny expansion pack.
No, dude, I wanted to scream right there. But still, tell us what you think about it, and then I'll tell them what I think.
I made a video yesterday. It was pretty much my Destiny 2 beta impressions. Not very many of them were positive.
Wow.
It didn't start out that way. I literally just started like I do every other video, and I started talking. But everything, when I went back over the video to edit it, it was a lot of complaining.
Wow, so you big baby.
I titled the video "The Things I Hate," dislike about Destiny beta.
Okay, let me say this right now. Did you play as a hunter, titan, or a warlock?
I played as a hunter and I played as a titan so far.
See, that was why you hated it. Those classes suck. See, warlock, master race. I just said that, guys. Come on.
The hunter, the problems I have with the hunter is that the shade step, there's a cooldown on the shade step that's almost as long as the wall and the power rift. I don't even understand why.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Like,
hold on, how long is the McCree shade step, I should say, on Overwatch?
I don't know, but it's shorter than the one in
Nah, man.
It is 1000% shorter than the one in Destiny.
All right. And you think an exotic or a perk might increase that?
Maybe, but the problem is that it shouldn't be a cooldown. Like, if they want to put a cooldown on the little on the thing that makes you reload or gives you your melee energy back, that's fine. But you should always be able to shade step. Like, you literally cannot shade step unless this thing is up. Like, unless you have that ability, you cannot shade step. You should always be able to shade step. It just shouldn't always reload your gun.
Oh, well, I feel what you mean versus Destiny 1 where it has a cooldown, but it's shorter, right?
Right. Like, it's literally a few seconds. Like, you can shade step, start shooting, shade step. You know, right. It's used as a strategic move. And considering it literally has no other purpose in Destiny 2, it doesn't help your team. It doesn't really help you in all reality. Like, the wall, the Titan wall, that thing is OP. And it helps. The little healing rift or empowering rift is not really OP, but it still helps, and it stays on the ground for a while. You literally do a shade step, which is like that long, and then you have to wait for the cooldown to happen again. That is stupid.
Let me say this. The biggest utility, like you said, is all for the hunter. The hunters being all selfish again in Destiny 2. But that shade step, there's two versions, people who didn't play the beta. There's one where I think it's called a marksman dodge.
Yeah, there's one where you reload. It automatically reloads your weapon.
Both does it, though. Both does that.
No. Only one of them reloads. The other one gives you a melee. It instantly recharges your melee.
Okay.
If you do it when you're around people. It doesn't do it otherwise. If you have on that one, it only does it when you're around bad guys.
Okay.
Like, you have to be within a certain radius of enemy team for it to reload.
And I can see people using that utility, but at the end of the day, this is the beta. Shout out your complaints and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, this is the beta. They're taking in feedback.
Yeah, I put it all in the beta forums, testing. But that's the one of the things I have about the hunter. My other complaints
don't like it because it's selfish.
All the abilities take too long. Like, all the abilities take too long to recharge.
It's like the super once a match, right?
Yeah, the super that once a match thing, that's stupid. That's like that.
I'm sorry about the yell, guys. I'm just joked out now.
Because sometimes you don't. If you're playing okay, like, you're still playing the objective. Like, playing the objective doesn't make your super go any higher. So it was completely pointless for them to make these objective-based game modes if playing the objective doesn't help you get any of your abilities faster.
I think it's more that game type, the 4v4, you know, is Counter-Strike, right? I think the other game types, you will catch your super faster because you'll be killing mostly. Like this objective stuff.
Even in Control.
Hold up, they have a control game mode in there?
Yeah. If you play competitive, you play the little bomb thing. If you play casual, you play Control. Or quick play. If you play quick play, you play Control.
I didn't know they had that setting in there.
It's two
I just
different
been clicking one thing, playing loadout or whatever. But anyway, is it loadout?
Huh? I don't know what it's called. I don't remember.
Countdown? Anyway.
Countdown, yeah.
Countdown?
If you play competitive, you play Countdown on one map. If you play quick play, you play Control on a completely different map.
Oh, I got to try out Control then.
Right. Well, look, but even in Control, you still only, like, you're literally killing people as they try to take over points. Like, you're doing a lot of enemy on, you know, combat, and you're killing them over and over and over again. People respawn just like normal in Control. You still barely get your super once a match.
Now, check it though. If you notice, they do have. Hold on, they took out intelligence, didn't they? Did they take out intelligence?
Yeah, they have like armor pieces that are supposed to like increase grenade recharge time or super recharge time or something like that.
Okay.
But the baseline is still just too slow. Like no matter what, because even if like people have gotten those pieces of armor where it increases these things, but they said it doesn't really change much. The baseline is too slow for anybody to get any of the abilities, not just armor, but armor, or not just supers, but also grenades and whatever the third random ability is. Even if you want to slow down that third random ability and supers, you know, you want to make them stagger.
Hold on, let me say this real quick.
The grenades and all that stuff come back way too slow.
Let me say this. I think Destiny, believe it or not, I think they are going towards a more competitive.
Yeah, they're going towards esports.
Esport. And people were saying, hey, if you want to be esport, you got to have dedicated servers, 60 for FPS. But remember, Halo did not have none of those back in the day. Obviously, the market has transformed and everybody wants 60 in dedicated servers. But at the end of the day, I can still see Destiny succeeding as a esport because of the fact that it's entertaining to watch nonetheless because of the gameplay. A lot of people still say this till this day. Destiny has the best gameplay as far as shooters goes, and you know that's obviously objective, that's obviously opinionated, but Destiny do feel good. And the whole super not recharging, how did I like it? Because that's what I noticed, right? You get one super per round and per match, and when someone pops a super and you shut them down, you know they're good for the rest of the match. You're not going to have to worry about their super for the rest of the match. And that's one of the biggest gripes a lot of people had in Destiny 1. Like a lot of casuals, or not even casual, hardcore guys came in Destiny, was getting killed by supers every, I guess you could say, 2 minutes. And people were like, man, I hate this game. This game is a bunch of ability spamming and this, that, and the other. And I think Bungie is leaning towards this whole esport thing. And I think that is why. But Maslin, I think we should hold off on, because this is the base model of Destiny. I think gear, like you said, will make your supers come faster, and you will see people use 2 supers in one match, or maybe more. But I think this is baseline, and as it is as a baseline game, I like the Warlock better than the Hunter. Like I said, you guys are playing as the wrong classes. That's why y'all mad. I'm sorry. I'm just playing.
I don't have any problems with the Titan. The Titan actually is OP.
You like the shield?
Yeah, the shield is OP. Like if you walk through it and you're on the opposite team, you get damaged and slowed. Like everything the Titan does, you get a shield or you get full health regen. Like you get a punch, you get a full shield and full health regen. Like the Titan is OP. I have no problems with the Titan. It's just the Hunter is severely underpowered and serves no purpose for the team.
Yeah, that's the one gripe I have.
Even themselves, like the whole Shades Up thing is just like it's stupid. It literally does nothing useful. Because even when you shade step and you have the the instant reload on,
Yeah.
you shade step and it's like a 1 count before it actually reloads. You shade step and then it goes after you shade step. So you don't go right back into shooting. You have to wait a second, which is completely pointless.
What?
Okay, look. Oh, Avid, were you about to say something?
No, I was just like, what? Really?
Yeah, it's stupid. Like it's literally all around. Just like I don't know
how to.
who was testing this. Like, did they not have thumbs? I don't.
Look. I think high tier hunter players are going to be able to show what's really going on as far as how to play that, because the hunter class right now is hard to play, to me at least, and I think a lot of people are feeling that way. The hunter class is definitely harder to play because, like you said, it's like Destiny 1 Hunter. That was easy to play. Destiny's 1 Hunter was the easiest class to play. You could pick that thing up. If you ever played Call of Duty or any shooter, you could pick up the Hunter in Destiny 1 and you could just play that like a boss. Destiny's 1 Hunter, you know, they put limitations on it. They actually put, like, I guess you could say, Goku's sweatbands on it. You know, like those things that put weight on it. Like, you feel that the Hunter is being held back in the beginning, but I think the longer you play as him, the more you understand how to play as him. I bet you'll say, okay, yeah, this class is master race, because there will have some high tier hunter players that come out of Destiny 2 once the game, or maybe once this beta is live to the public, which is tomorrow. So get ready to play and see for yourself what Maslin is talking about. See for yourself what I am talking about. I just think that right now the hunter it's definitely a class that you need to spend a lot of time with, because I played with the hunter for the first time last night and I got my butt kicked in PvP. I was like, whoa, because I played as my warlock son. I picked up that warlock like I've been playing with him for years. I was going ham.
I was beasting. The problem.
Nah, man.
I was beasting as my hunter. I'm not worried about it. The shade step, I just didn't use it because it was useless.
No, it's not useless. Like I said, everything in that game is brand new to us.
The shade step is not new. It's useless.
No.
The wall, the Titan wall, new. The force barrier thing, or the little area of effect for the warlock, that's new. The shade step is not new.
No. What it does is new. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Look, we're not gonna. Look in the comment section. Tell us. Did you play as a hunter in Destiny? Do you feel what Maslin's saying? Do you feel what I'm saying? I'm saying give it more time. But at the end of the day, it is just going live tomorrow. Download it.
Right, it is a beta. I said that in my video too. I was like, it's a beta, so hopefully they fix it. I put in the feedback because that was the point. I put in the feedback.
I gotta play more as a hunter because I don't see the problem yet that Maslin is talking about. Maybe coming from the Titan, it just spoiled you. Maybe you love the Titan and everything else is.
No, I started out as my hunter. I've always been a hunter, so I started out as a hunter. It's just useless.
Look.
Like, it's pointless. I always play as my hunter. 99% of the activity in Destiny I've done as my hunter. I play as the other classes when I have to do something.
That's all I gotta say. But anyway, that was Destiny talk for the last 15 minutes. And 8-bit, download that beta so you can play with us. It's gonna be on PS4 and Xbox One and PC. When is the PC beta coming?
August. They haven't said when. They just said August.
Hey, give us one fat, smacky, juicy news for gaming, and then we could probably go for the last 10 minutes on this reaction for topic of the show.
Atari has a new console coming out called the Atari Box. It looks like
they're so creative.
Right. It looks like it's going to be basically a dedicated streaming box.
You think it's going to be the Steam machine?
More or less, except for it'll only play Atari games. So,
you think Atari might release a AAA exclusive by next year?
They said that it'll play new games and old games.
Let's see what it does.
So I don't know what those new games are, but it said new games and old games.
Mm-hmm.
Atari isn't exactly rife with AAA dev teams right now, so
I think if anybody can make a console and compete against PS4 and Xbox One, it'll be Apple. I think Apple if they put
If they
their
have money, right? Money is what
Got
it's
the
going
money
to
to
take to
do
do
it.
so.
yeah, I think Disney too. Disney could come out with a console, but they'll probably trigger it towards kids.
Nah,
But
Oh yeah.
they'll do it. Disney
yeah,
would never do that because
call it the
they're
Magic
not
Box.
looking to get into
I
hardware.
would love that with Mickey Mouse ears as the controller. Yeah, I'm done.
I must have seen like in an article or something that Apple and Nintendo were talking.
Apple and Nintendo.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I want Apple to do their own
That's
thing.
because Apple and Nintendo are talking about mobile stuff.
Yeah.
I would love for Apple to do a console, like call it the Apple. What would they call it? Let's speculate. What Apple console would call it? Or the Apple box? No, they won't say that.
Appleseed.
Yeah, no, we was about to laugh, but no, I had to stop from laughing. But that sounds cool. Yeah, hey, you want to get that Apple seed? Hold up, wait,
You get the Appleseed? I want to get the Appleseed.
hold up. Saying it out loud like that. Hey, man, she gonna get Call of Duty on the Apple seed? Hold up. Hey, dog, look, I know the PS4 version has you know the 4K HDR, but the Appleseed version that is gonna have 60 FPS, bro.
It has Retina display. It has Retina display technology. True color display.
It makes your TV a Retina display.
Yeah. You can use Apple Pencil with it.
No. Oh, dude, hold up. Is this a tablet or is it a console? What is this?
No, it's an iPad. It's gonna have an iPad Pro. You can link to it. And
Yeah, I'm done. Here you go. It'll be like the Wii U. It'll be a second
there you
controller,
go.
like a screen.
Oh my god.
The Appleseed.
The
Coming to
Appleseed.
stores near you. I like it. I hope. You know what, Apple? Stop sleeping. Wake up and start competing. Actually, Apple's so comfortable. They like, I can care less what PS4 and Xbox One do.
Man.
Anyway, that was gaming news. You know, we what time is it? I think it's an hour and 26 minutes in. So I'm gonna mark this as, because we're gonna go on for 10 more minutes. I'm gonna write this right now. Dang it! Come on, hurry up and write something. I'm gonna say an hour and 26 minutes. Now, topic of the show. Okay, who I'm gonna do this? Maslin's muted. Okay, I'm gonna do it with 8-bit. Yo, 8-bit or Maslin, do you know what time it is?
It is 6:20. Oh, topic of the show.
Yes!
Topic of the show.
Topic of the show, guys. We do this. Well, at least we're trying to bring it back. You know, this show was already an hour and 26 minutes long. I would guess if we started at 5 and it's now 6:27. So, look, topic of the show is. How would I word this? Okay, I did a video about 5
so we
predictions.
started at 5 and it's now 6:20.
Whoa,
My bad.
that's how I sound like to you, huh? Okay.
Yes, but we are at a minute or an hour and 22 minutes.
Okay, we'll end it off with this. Okay, I did a video on PS5 and 5 predictions. My cousin Naughty commented on the video saying, what if PS5? Well, why would PS5? Why wouldn't PS5 have exclusives when it comes out? And I predicted that it won't have exclusives when it come out. I know because the reason why I said that because PS4 is just so successful right now, it's so popular. You don't want to like Sony exclusive that's not on the 4 in 3 years. That'd be stupid. You know, PS4 is so successful. You don't want to exclude PS4 when the 5 comes out. Like, I think you're going to see exclusives for the 5 after the year it releases, and that's PS5.
I would agree only because the Xbox One X is breaking the rules too.
What do you mean by that?
They said that there's no rules behind how you want to make your games.
You talking about as far as frame rate and resolution and stuff like that?
Yeah, remember how I told you that they need to set PlayStation 5 if it does come out? They have to separate themselves from the PlayStation 4, make their own games, so that way you get the best games. But now that Xbox One X is kind of saying, "Hey, we don't care how you do it.
Yeah.
You can make this one 60 and this one 4K or whatever, and we don't care how you." Now I kind of have to agree with you on that one, Raw.
So you think that PS5 won't see exclusives until the year after it releases because Xbox is opening the gates for developers to utilize its power?
That's correct. Yeah.
I would actually use that excuse that's why we might see backwards compatibility for PS4 on PS5. That right there, that reason alone, because Xbox One X, when it releases, it's going to be able to run third-party games better than the PS4 Pro. Say what?
Now, when it comes down to it, honestly, the only thing that we're really going to see differences here is the frame rate. Because the resolution, it's gonna, because you're already getting it here with the Pro. You got your 4K versus your 1080p's on your original. But when I say unlock, you're really just talking about frame rate.
Yeah, we're definitely I don't know what game is going to do it on the Xbox One X, but the first game that says, "Hey, it's 30 on Xbox One," yep, but it's 60 on the Xbox One X. Correct, I don't know what game is going to do that. I don't know when that's going to happen. And I'm talking about multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's where it's gonna kill it. If it's multiplayer, like I said, I'm not gonna support them anymore.
Well, that's gonna kill it for you. I think a lot of people like Maslin and a lot of people who buy stuff hoping that it's better, they're going to want that because if it's
if it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I know. But the people who buying this expensive thing expect it to be better. So that day when it comes, I think a lot of people, I don't know, I'm just speculating here. I think there are going to be enough people. How about that? Enough people are going to support that decision or design because, yeah, if this thing is $100 more or $200 more, you expect it to be 2 times better, if not $200 better. Like, yeah. But I don't know when that game is gonna come. I don't know when is that going to happen. But anyway, because of that, I see PS5 having PS4 support. Because of that, because Xbox One X, they're going is you could play all your games from Xbox One era and beyond. That's how Microsoft is going with this thing, right? Like they want that PC conversation where in 10 years, I can play State of Decay or Sunset Overdrive on whatever Xbox I buy in 10 years. And I think Sony, and look, if the Xbox One sells really good, definitely I'm submitting my PS4 built into PS5. And even if it sells okay, it's still going to be a hot topic. People are going to be talking about like, this strong console is playing all my old games 10 times better and this, that, and the other, and my new game's better. People are going to be talking like that. And
yeah,
I think that's why Sony is, because, they said they were going to reset PS4. Their next gen to them is reset button. And people are like, okay, so PS4 is going to be left behind. But PS4 is too big a bit of mass. I don't think they're going to I think they're going to add that in PS5's development, like how PS3 did PS2. And I think the price will be $499. That was my prediction. What you guys got to say about at least the part on, exclusives not coming year one of PS5? Is that crazy? Like Nintendo Switch, the exclusives will come this. When is Mario Odyssey coming out? And shucks, Splatoon 2 is exclusive too, right?
Yeah.
So it didn't even take a year for Nintendo Switch to get exclusive, so I might have to adjust my prediction. But what you say about that, Mass? Do you think we might see PS5 exclusives a year after or within the first year?
It'll be longer than that.
When it releases?
It'll be longer than that.
So you think we might see PS5 exclusives in 3 years, if not maybe 4?
Yeah, the reason I say that is because you still have games right now coming out for PS3 and PS4.
Yeah,
we're 4 years
in.
in.
With you on that. Well, I'm still sticking to my 1 year, but yeah, I feel
I'm saying
You still got games coming out on PlayStation 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still have games coming out on PS3 and PS4. So with PS4 being x86 and PS5 will presumably also be x86, then it'll come down to the whole you design for one, you can design for both things. So they'll be wanting to sell the game on as many places as possible. Now the PS5 version will be definitively better.
Right.
But I think it'll come out on both just because they want to keep selling to the built-in install base that the PS4 has.
Yeah. PS5 is just going to be basically the same conversation as PS4 Pro, right? It's a better PS4. That's going to be the biggest. That's going to be the conversation around PS5. It's a better PS4.
Yeah,
How better? How much better?
It'll give them a reason though, or an excuse, to do. You can play with PS4 people, but it'll give them an excuse to say this one plays at 60 FPS, this one plays at 30. It'll give them an excuse to do that because they say this is the PS5, you're playing on the PS4, but you can still play together.
You can still play together?
Right. That'll provide them the means to do it, to try to do it without people getting mad.
See, the only thing about that is it's going to get muggy, right? Like if I could play, okay, most games are 60 FPS on multiplayer. Like I'm looking, Friday the 13th, for instance, that's a 30 FPS game. That's a multiplayer game only, and that's a 30 FPS game, Friday the 13th, the game. On PS5, let's say that runs at 60, okay? Because they have a PS5, and then that will probably make people say, I want to get a PS5 then. Like you was talking about Destiny last week when you said they can have a system in place to, hey, if you're playing on PS4, you have to opt in if you want to play with Xbox people. Let's say crossplay worked right between PS4 and Xbox One. You said there was you had to opt in on it. So in that same vein, do you think that can work for PS5? Like if you want to play with PS4, you have to opt in with PS4 players.
Yeah, it's the same way it works now for crossplay between the consoles and PC.
Hold up. PrinceThaGamer just joined in. Prince?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh.
You a little bit sad. How you going to come in like this? We got like 10 minutes left on the clock.
I mean, 10 minutes left. You said no. You nobody called me. I told you I don't get notifications.
And I text your phone though.
No, you didn't.
Notifications on your phone with text messages?
Look, I ain't gonna argue on the show, but I'm saying like I did not get. I told you I don't get notifications.
About arguing on the show before.
Yeah, but I don't get notifications. I don't get notifications on the show. I said on the show on my phone of the Hangouts. So I checked it. Then it said y'all live.
No. I
saw the YouTube thing.
Text you. Like phone.
I just got the notification that y'all just went live.
Bruh. Static isn't here either.
You Static is here?
Shucks, Fresh, your connection, you sound like a robot right now.
Hold up, you said Static is here?
No, he isn't here. Both of you guys was like MIA for the whole show. But look, real quickly, look, hit PrinceThaGamer in the description also. Follow him and subscribe to him. Prince, answer the question. Do you think, because this was the topic of the show, right? Is PS5 getting exclusives the year it's released or the year after? See, the Switch got exclusives with it. It's going to get exclusives only on it, right, within this first year that it's released. But in my video, I said a year after, and the game that they're going to, parade around the 5 will be Sucker Punch's new IP. That's what I said in my video. But answer that question, when do you think exclusives are going to hit the PS5? Maslin says 3 to 4 years. I say the next year. 8-Bit never gave me an answer yet.
You said exclusives?
Yes, only on PS5 games.
Only on PS5? Oh, day one.
Yeah, I'm done. All right,
they went with no. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. It's because that's just the tradition with PlayStation. Like every title. Every time they dropped the console, they always had a flagship exclusive on that box. Killzone was definitely. I'm just saying because that's just the way to release a console. You gotta have something, at least 2 or 3 games exclusive only on that platform to make you feel special. Like I just spent $400 or $500 for this PS5. Now I have games that you can't play. You know what I'm saying? That look like this that you can't experience on your PS4. It has to.
Is that game going to be in the vein of Resogun or Killzone Shadowfall?
No. The game the type of game that's going to be running on the PS5 is not going to be no type of indie game. It's going to be something AAA. There are that's going to be on PS5 definitely. There are, but I say at least 3 AAA exclusives are going to come to PS5 day one.
Well, that's a big prediction right there, yo.
I mean, prediction. I mean, if you want to sell your console, then yeah.
Yeah, I say the power alone will sell it, but hey, that's a good prediction. I'll take it. 8-Bit, give me your prediction, and we got to wrap it up.
I would have to agree with Fresh.
Oh.
What'd you say?
Hey, Mr.
I'd have to agree with Fresh day one.
So you saying exclusives day one? So
yeah, because the way I see it is, if they're gonna do it day one.
See, the reason why I said a year, I already told you, was because the PS4 user base is so huge right now, and by 2020 or 2019, I say 2020.
Let me ask you this: how huge was it on PlayStation 3?
Exactly.
Oh, so you're saying PS3 was so big, but they still released the 4?
They still did it,
but they didn't release it like.
And it was even longer. I mean, it was even a longer generation.
Yeah, you're right. It was
and it had a longer install base, a bigger install base, and they still did it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You never know what developers, the China Hero project might be setting up something for PS5. You know what I'm saying? You never know. They have developers like that's working on something for the next console. Definitely.
The only developers are Sucker Punch. That's the only developers I know that can do a AAA exclusive for PS5.
Well, Sucker Punch is releasing their game on PS4. I definitely
like I said in the video, it's going to be on.
They need money.
5.
Yeah, they need money. Whatever game they're making, they putting all their money into this game. So it better drop for PS4, because if nobody buy that PS5, then Sucker Punch is duped.
8-Bit, you agree with Fresh? The reason why I keep saying the same thing. Okay, look, everybody here, except for 8-Bit and 8-Bit and Fresh, have different times and when PS5 gets a exclusive, and I hope that answered your question, Nardi. Why my reason was because PS4 is just so big, but they are correct. They are right. They did that with PS3. They released the 4, they released the 4 when PS3 was all high, and they still releasing games for PS3.
And with the longer generation time too.
Right.
And this is a shorter one.
Yeah. I mean, tell me this though, bro. I mean, I know. Like, what makes you think, have that opinion of them releasing exclusive 3 or 4 years later? Like, why? Because I just don't understand that opinion. But even though we argue about Sony having exclusives, period. Like, that's what our fight is. If somebody come along and say, "Oh yeah, my console better than yours," what we fight with is exclusives. If you on PlayStation, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, what we gonna say on the PS5? If them exclusives come out 3 or 4 years, we can't say nothing. What you gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna bring up PS4.
It's still gonna have the same exclusives. But
they're gonna have the same exclusives, but that's PS4. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about PS5. That'll be an argument.
I still agree with you, but I'm just saying you can't just straight out say where are their exclusives. I mean, they still have them.
I'm saying they still have exclusives, but not on PS5. You know what I'm saying?
Not their own exclusives. I got you.
Yeah. PS5 exclusives, like on that console. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying. So that argument would be thrown out the window. You can't argue if PS5 don't have exclusives, because if I bought a PS5 day one and my brother come up in the room saying like, "Wow, you got a PS5? Or what games they got for it?" That's the first thing he gonna ask.
You right.
know what I mean? Like, so they have to have games only for that console.
The Switch did not release with a AAA exclusive. Okay, in that vein of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Zelda Breath of the Wild came out on both Wii U and Nintendo Switch. That's my whole reason why I say they're not going to release. They don't need to release.
It was a time exclusive, but it was,
Well, you gotta understand, Wii U had exclusives day one, and The Wii One, the
But
regular
Switch
Wii,
didn't,
had
though.
exclusive. The
You
Switch
feel me?
did not have exclusive. Only on it.
Yeah, they
That was
did.
AAA count title. Oh, actually, no, yeah, they did.
I'm
Actually, it
talking
was
about AAA
no Zelda.
exclusives in the vein
He talking about AAA
of Breath of the
exclusives.
Wild. They was
Yeah,
not
Only on that. That was on the Wii U.
Legend of Zelda was exclusive to the Switch alone.
No. That's
by
on.
itself.
That's on the Wii U. That's on the Wii U, bro.
Yeah.
No. That's on. You mean when the Switch was first released?
Yeah, they won. There was no Switch. Hold up, no Mario Kart. No, Mario Kart didn't come out. No, it recently just came out not so long ago.
No.
That's
That's
also
what I'm saying. Legend of
Wii U.
Zelda came out on the Switch.
Yeah,
It came out on the Switch, but it also released for the Wii U.
Yeah, but
it's
it
not
wasn't. It wasn't day one. That's why I said it's a time exclusive.
Hold up. Oh, okay.
Well, I can't confirm that.
I can't confirm. But
No, they didn't come out. They didn't come out at the same time. They came out a month later on the Wii U.
Really?
Yes,
Hold
sir.
up.
Well, look. At the end of the day, it was not exclusive. It probably, if you said
It's
time
not
exclusive,
exclusive. Yeah, that's not exclusive.
I'm
man.
saying that's what they're gonna do with Sucker Punch's IP for PS5 when it releases.
Oh no,
in
definitely
2020.
not.
That's what I
I
said.
know 2020. Well, yeah. That's a. I'm not going to agree with that,
In
but
March,
I can see
in
why
March,
you're saying
around,
it.
or at least tax season. They're gonna do because Sony is moving towards that part of the year with their own exclusives. I can see them doing that with their own console.
Yeah, I mean, judging, they have VR now. So my thing is, they gonna look out for if VR is still popping by PS5, coming out, to that come out. They gotta have games for that as well if they're gonna iterate on the VR for the next. If they're gonna update it or do whatever, they gotta have games for that day one, and they also gotta have PS5 games day one. Have to. If they want to sell it, that's what they have to do. That they gotta make that move. That's just me. I'm just saying because they built this whole entire thing with the VR and these exclusives. I'm pretty sure like power won't be the only thing that's going to be worth your money. It's going to be those games because you got to showcase what that PS5 can do. With that power.
Yeah, I still have to agree with you. It has to have that. It has to be separated. It has to have its own.
Yeah, definitely. It got to be separated because that's the problem now. I'm not saying that. Listen, I don't know what Xbox One X is still today. Some of y'all say that it's a mid-generation console, but I believe it's the next generation console. That's just me.
Console.
That's just me. I'm just saying from that jump.
And Rob brought it up before too. It's the next generation console disguised.
Hi, Maslin. What's up, man? What's up, Mas? What's up, man? I knew he was gonna laugh. What's up, brother? Look. I knew he was gonna come out and laugh or say something. That's why I said.
Remember, Raw. You said it was the next generation console disguised as a mid grade.
That's funny.
Yeah, I said PS4 Pro and Xbox One X are next generation in disguise, and you could say, hey, these are poor next generation upgrades or whatever. These are sad and sorry upgrades because Microsoft is moving away from the traditional how to become next generation, like you like Xbox 360 to Xbox original, right? That they're not going to do that anymore. They're doing how they're doing Xbox One to Xbox One S to Xbox One X. They're doing that, and Sony is doing in the same vein that same thing. But with PS5, I say PS4 is going to be built in PS5. PS5 is going to be a whole its own monster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to have PS4 built in.
Because in time, the original Xbox and the Xbox One S, eventually they're gonna die out. So they're gonna stick with their X, and it's not gonna happen probably the same year. But I won't be surprised if the year after that, maybe after a year, you start seeing those exclusive X games coming out. As soon as that happens, it's no longer a upgrade or a mid-grade console. It's a full new.
The only reason why I say that won't happen. The only reason I say that won't happen, like Maslin was talking about earlier in the show, with the whole program they have with everything being on everything, that program. I think you're gonna just see. Let's say Halo 6. Let's go and say Halo 8. All right, let's say it goes that far. Halo 8 will be able to run on that Xbox One that you bought in 2013 or 14. What was it? 14, 13?
It was 2013.
but it's just going to be really and severely underpowered, just like your iPhone.
Yeah,
it's just
do you
not
know how
gonna
that? You
run
know
right.
how I know? Do you know how I know that's not realistic?
What?
That's not realistic.
It's not realistic because if you look at every single device that does that already, none of them support the newer games that are coming out.
I'm gonna give
That's
you.
with Android and that's with Apple devices.
You're
I can
right.
go on.
I'm gonna give you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you a good example right now. I have an iPod right here. It's I think it's 4th generation.
Yeah.
I cannot download Snapchat. I cannot download even Facebook on there. It's
yeah,
because
eventually,
it's just not realistic. It's not realistic.
I see what you're saying. But what I was saying was they're gonna do it for as long as they can.
Yeah, yeah. As long as they can, yeah. It's
Yeah,
probably
I
gonna
agree
last
with
longer
you.
than it would.
I mean, yeah, long as they can.
But
yeah, long as they can. But there's
The same
they
thing
can
with-
they could turn that switch button on and off right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they can do that now. Start releasing some exclusive games.
Look, it's the same with Sony on Sony's side too. Like,
oh yeah, it's the same with them.
PS3 is still getting games developed for it, yes, but eventually, I don't know.
I won't believe only pro games gonna come out. I think PS5 gonna be the one. I don't think
just like me and Maston were talking about before, how they're making the games where they all work on every single platform.
Yeah,
Xbox can do that, but PlayStation really can't.
Yeah, they're not designed.
It's not designed that way. But to say that you know, after the Xbox X has been out for 3 years, you're telling me that one of their big games are still going to run on the original Xbox, maybe 4 years. I just
we'll
be think so.
Yeah, the original Xbox One,
the original
2013. It's been 4 years, almost 4 years since that thing came out.
It'll be 8 years by that time. It'll be done.
Yeah, it'd be done.
Yeah,
that'd be dinosaur technology, dog. Like that. That's it.
Yeah.
So they gonna have to move on.
I mean, we're not even just talking about Android and Apple. On my PC right now here, if I have the same card, if I had my card that I used here before I had my GTX 970, I wouldn't be able to play some of these games if I had my old PC.
I bet you could mod it in. Figure.
I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, I could probably force it to do it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, right out of if I were to just download it from Steam and try to play them games on a dual core processor, just like what was that one game that doesn't even run if it's not a dual core? It's one where you blow everything up. What game is that?
Oh, not Crackdown.
No, you go from you can fly and ride cars and you shoot these big bombs and you blow everything up. Your mission is to really just blow the whole freaking island.
Far Cry.
No, not Far Cry.
Just Cause. That's what I meant to say.
Just Cause 3 cannot run on my friend's computer who has a dual core processor with a GTX 950. No, 780. It will not run.
Hold up, he can't run. Wait, hold on. He can't run Just Cause 3 with a 780.
Nope, not even at the lowest set. It won't even start because it needs more than just dual core.
Mm-hmm. Okay, look.
Dang,
that's
crazy.
Or at least this thing is going past what I said.
I know, but I'm saying. I heard this one more thing real quick. I just wanted to say.
Answered. Hold on, go ahead. What you about to say?
No, I was just gonna say, like, look, Xbox. Look, like I said, my opinion. Microsoft definitely future-proofed themselves with the Xbox One X.
Yes, they
definitely
did.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm
way ahead of time. I'm talking about ahead of time.
Yeah, the lack of exclusives doesn't make it attractive, but they still did future-proof themselves.
Yeah. I think they put all their money into that console instead of developers. You know, trying to get exclusives.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You got me on that one.
There's no point in arguing.
I'm not trying to.
I'm not even arguing. I'm just pointing the facts.
Yeah, it's just facts. It's facts out. It's just facts out there.
The fact is they have no exclusives. That's a fact. They have no exclusives.
The question was PS5. When will they get true exclusives? I say a year. Maslin says 3 to 4. 8-Bit and Fresh says day 1. Write in the comment section. Way into this conversation. When do you think PS5 will get actual exclusives? Tell us your reasons why. But that was 43. Gaming Talk 43. Thank you everybody for coming out. We're gonna do our outros now. 8-Bit, you're up first. Tell the people where they can find you and tell them bye.
Find me on YouTube and Twitter, Facebook
So
under
buy me.
Professor 8-Bit or Pro 8-Bit. It's one of the two. And it was always fun to talk with you guys in gaming talk, and it's good that me and Masson were able to kind of go back to the old ways again.
Whoa.
No hard feelings.
Whoa.
Without Fresh. See, he was
Yeah,
the
see, y'all
catalyst.
wasn't here.
No, see, Fresh starts all the fights. So you know that's how we didn't fight until. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're good. But yeah, thank you guys, and until next time, Geekins, may the geek be with you.
Awesome. Thank you, 8-Bit.
Yes.
In the description, you can find him and subscribe to him. Maz, if you can do a clever exit.
Yeah, please.
Follow me at DaRealMastalin on Twitter and mixer.com/DaRealMastalin. And my YouTube channel. I do daily gaming news Monday through Friday. Before we are gone, I would like y'all to do me a simple favor. Real simple favor. I want y'all to log onto your computer and upgrade that like button.
Yeah, I'm done.
Just real quick.
Yeah.
Make it future proof and like it in advance. We appreciate you.
Oh,
Yeah. Love y'all like some play cousins.
shots fired.
Hey,
Look,
first of all, you gotta get that dead baby off of your profile picture and fix your username, Fresh, because
actually,
no, we're not
that's
gonna
not-
do that right now. We're not gonna talk about that right now. That was DaRealMastalin. In the description, find him, subscribe to him. He does daily content. Right now, he is recovering from food poison, and it's good. He's gonna make it through because guess what?
That is a true statement because God is good.
God is good all the
is good.
time. Amen. Y'all, make sure you hashtag like his content. Now, Fresh, say your outro. The dead baby. I'm talking about the toy.
This
If
your
you
boy
listen
Prince
to
the
the
Gamer.
audio version, he's
Look.
a
This your boy
profile.
Prince the Gamer
No good.
signing out. Follow me on Twitter at Prince the Gamer.
Is a toy.
Got a lot of good content coming out. Something else, man. I'll tell you, it make my back hurt. But that's actually a doll. That's a baby. It's a baby doll. It ain't dead because it was never alive. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm done.
subscribe to my channel, and yeah, it's all love at the end of the day. Just pointing out facts. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Always ready at the fight. And
I'm just
always ready at the fight.
But we see y'all later on the next episode. Peace.
That was Fresh Prince the Gamer, and you can find him in the description and subscribe to him. Static is in there too, so Static, shout out to you.
Sorry for being late.
Whoa, your big voice, But that's it. That was gaming.
Better late than never.
Every week, Thursday, 5 p.m. Usually it's an hour show, but we went 2 hours on the viewers and the listeners. Hey, hashtag like this video if you're still here. Thank you for joining. In the description, you can find us on audio versions of this, as well as that's iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. Yeah, so support us. Support these guys. And that's all she wrote. This has been the Raw. Coming at you raw. Pieces. You big goofy.